We talk about this a lot. Using public transportation in the Tampa Bay area is not always easy, and it could get more difficult for hundreds of riders, including those with disabilities.
We first talked to you last week to the Pinellas Suncoast Transit Authority, and we said they're considering cutting major routes to save money.
And as Emerald Morrow learned today, those cutbacks could have a huge impact on riders with disabilities who have no other way to get around.
I do have an amputated leg, so that makes it difficult.
Difficult to move, difficult to walk, difficult to live. Fortunately, Judson Cahill has a lot of help getting where he needs to go. But for those who don't, life could get very tough very soon.
Just getting around doing everyday things, it would be a real nightmare.
A nightmare that could soon be reality if the Pinellas Suncoast Transit Authority cuts back on what's known as its DART service, which gives rides to those who cannot use buses due to disability.
We obviously don't want to cut these routes. We love being able to serve our residents as best as possible.
But budget woes are making that tough. The PSTA is short more than $800,000. It gets most of its money through local taxes, but with more people needing more rides, there's just not enough money for extra service.
The Americans with Disabilities Act says that you have to provide a service for residents with disabilities within 3/4 of a mile to your fixed bus route. So for a long time, PSTA has been extending that service even farther than just 3/4 of a mile.
But they'll have to cut back to that original distance if they don't get more money.
That would be really hard, you know. I mean, every time I'd have to go someplace, I'd have to spend an exorbitant amount maybe on a taxi or something, where if I have the DART, you know, I can get around.
On top of cutting DART, the agency could also be forced to cut other bus routes throughout the county. Service Cahill says needs to stay put.
Make sure that it's there in place for everybody to use it so that they can get around. So I would ask that they would not cut the budget.
PSTA officials say they're also looking at eliminating other routes, including buses 58, 22, and 814. That would impact hundreds of riders throughout the county. And if they do not get more funding, those cuts could happen by June.